Yo, Crave Coders! Welcome to the HTML tutorial for beginners number 7 of What's in the Head section part 2 in Crave Coding. Since this is the second part of the head lesson, then of course I will continue working on the same file and complete what we have started. In the first part, we have seen three types of meta tag. First, we learned the charset meta and said UTF_8 is the recommended encoding. Second, we learned the description meta and showed how its role is describing the web page in some search engine like Google. Third, we learned the importance of the viewport meta and how required it is to make your web page look nice on a mobile device. And now I will make a comment block and call it CSS. Now I don't have a CSS file or document, but I need it for the coming tag. So I will create a folder. And this is the button where you will create a folder. Let's call it CSS. Hit enter. In it I will create a file and call it styles.css. Now this is the CSS file. And now I write something in it like body, curly brackets, and inside the curly brackets I will write background color red. Now we need to link this CSS file to the HTML file. Okay, I won't focus on explaining nor this, neither the other tags of this video, because I will make other videos specified for them. Now this is the link tag that will help us make a relationship between the CSS file and this HTML file. Now to make this file head specifically to the style.css file, you need to write the path which starts from where your current file is to the CSS file in the value of the attribute href. Yep, I wrote the name of the folder css/ and then I wrote the name of the CSS file styles.css. Now let's check how our web page has become. The background color of this page is red now thanks to some CSS code from an external file linked by this element. If you want to master CSS, I will make a CSS playlist tutorial, but now I am focusing on HTML here. You can see your page's source code in here in this page by clicking Ctrl+Shift+I or right-clicking and then clicking Inspect. And here is the source code. We can find here the charset meta tag, the description meta tag, and the viewport meta tag. Also, this is the linked CSS tag. Here is the body. You can also play around with the values over here, but it won't be permanently changed. Once you reload the page, it returns to the original interface. I will remove the CSS script and later you will know the reason why. Now, if you look at the menu bar here, you can see the icon of the website in each browser window. But right here in your local web page, you'll always find this icon by default, unless you have already changed it. So how can you change the icon of your web page? Well, this is how you change the icon of your web page. But first, I will create another comment block and write in it icon. And that's why I have an image in this folder in here that I found in Google. And I will put a link in the description below to download it and work with it. Now the tag that we will need to change the default icon is linked, just like the previous one. But here in the rel attribute, we are going to change the style sheet word to icon. And here we need to write the path again, but it will be of the icon image. So let's write img/icon.png. The good thing about VS Code is that it gives you options of what in your path. Also, You need to write the type of the file in an attribute called type equals image slash png because the file is a png. And finally, choose the size of the icon. Sizes equals 15 by 15. Let's save the file and go back to the browser. Right now, this is the default icon that will change after I reload this page. Now this is for sure better than the other one. There is another element that is related to CSS. We learned that this file links to a CSS external file. But there is another paired tag that will allow you to write CSS script inside it. And that tag is style. I will write some CSS script inside it. Alright, this is the style script. But it would be more favorable if you write the CSS script inside an external file. Or else your HTML file would seem messy with tons of lines of code. Let's check our web page. And here is the web page's background that has changed to that nice color, light blue. There is also a tag that allows you to write JavaScript in it. But you should put that tag at the end of the code, right before the closing tag body. Because if you put it in the head tag, the browser will execute the JavaScript code before even knowing what's the content of your page. And to prove it, let's write a comment block inside the head. JavaScript, and this tag is script. And let's write in it some script like alert hello world. And now let's save the file and see what's happening in the browser. As you see in here, here is the alert hello world. But the heading and the paragraph don't exist yet, because the browser has executed the alert first. And when you click on this button, the HTML code will appear. And now let's select the script tag, right click, cut or Ctrl X, and paste it right before the body closing tag. And now the browser will find the HTML code and then the script. Let's check it. And there it is. Now you can see the HTML code with the alert script tag. This is the end of this video. Don't forget to click on the like button and share this course with your friends. See you in the next lesson.